Hi there, everybody. This is Amber Johnson with Helping the Good People here in beautiful, let me just show you guys, beautiful Reid Park. You guys hear all the birds chirping and everything. I'm going to set this camera back down. I'm trying something new here, guys. Let's just say I'm being called to try something different with my page here. So welcome to my channel. Like I said, my name is Amber Johnson. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona, hanging out at Reid Park. So I figure I'd come to you and explain to you a little bit about what I do in my free time. As far as healing goes, about taking care of myself, finding my rhythm is more like the way I put it. So I've been wanting to come out here to the park because I need to ground myself. So first of all, I took my shoes off. Okay, that's the first thing I want you guys to do, is to take your shoes off and feel that grass under your feet. Give them a little twirl in the grass. Go and do a cartwheel. You know, find some grass. I don't even care if it's in your backyard in a little tiny patch. That's what I do. So I brought my notebook. I have my notebook here, and this is like my journal. I've decided I'm starting to do a daily journal. So if you guys haven't done that already, you need to start doing that. I don't care if it's scribbles, writing down ideas, you know, silly poems or songs that you think that are not worth singing. I've been writing a lot of lyrics, a lot of stuff lately, and getting it out. That's one thing that I do for my healing, is I write. I write all these thoughts out in my head, out on paper, and then I start to relay them into messages. Now, all of you guys are into numbers and stuff. Now, just so you guys know a little bit of history about me, I was born into a gifted family, I guess, with a lot of different gifts ever since childhood. I've had a way of healing people through massage, through communications, through insight, encouraging words, even in song and dance. I've spent over 25 years with a deck of tarot cards in my hand since someone gave them to me and said, here you go. And as you guys are learning about me, is that with this comes healing. Okay, just so you know too, I don't use tarot cards for, you know, doing spells and all that crazy stuff. I've always just used it as far as my intuition, the visions that come up in my head. Those are called synchronicities, the things that you think become your reality. So what is one thing that I do is first I take a deep breath, a few deep breaths sometimes, and remind myself to breathe, because I don't breathe sometimes. And yes, I just said that all twisted up. That's probably because I'm enjoying this beautiful nature. It's so quiet and peaceful here, guys. You can get out and find a secluded place, then do it. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of ducks and geese and even 2 swans. Did you know that swans mate for life, you know? So I don't know if you guys remember, where did it go? I lost my stone. Uh-oh. Here it is. One of the other things that I've always had in my hand ever since childhood, or ever since I first found my first stone, is healing stones. Now, I never understood the properties of it. I didn't go to school for this, but I am learning on my own. It's called reading. I went on Amazon and I found a few cool books. One of them is this Crystal Bible, and it's a Definitive Guide to Crystals by Judy Hall. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the crystals and their powers, where they come from, the one that I picked up today that called out to me was called selenite. See how pretty this is? Kind of doesn't look like very much, does it? But it's very, very powerful stone. Just holding it gives you energy. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys the attributes and the healing for the selenite. So welcome to my channel of healing with love. The translucent selenite has a very fine vibration and brings clarity of mind, opening the crown and higher crown chakras and accessing angelic consciousness and higher guidance. Pure selenite is a link to the light body, helping to anchor it into the earth vibration. Selenite is a calm stone that instills deep peace and is excellent for meditation or spiritual work. Telepathy is enhanced by each person holding a piece of pure vibration selenite. The purest translucent white selenite has an ethereal quality and is said to inhibit the place between light and matter. Wow. An ancient stone, it is nevertheless one of the most powerful crystals for the new vibration on Earth. Can you imagine this little thing has that much power? By the way, these stones and the healing properties come from the Earth. No matter which way you look at it, it came from the Earth. No judgments on people using them. Thank you. That is one thing that I want you guys to understand right now, is that I've been judged my whole life for all these gifts and all these things, and now I'm trying to give back to you to show you there's alternatives than just drugs and crazy doctors that just want to throw you in a psych ward or put you on all kinds of meds and misdiagnose you. So definitely check into the selenite. So it says here, selenite can be used to form a protective grid around a house, creating a safe and quiet space that does not allow outside influences. Used internally in the corners of your house, a large piece of selenite placed in the house ensures a peaceful atmosphere. Selenite wands can be used to detach entities from the aura, or for preventing anything external from influencing the mind. Carrying the imprint of all that has happened in the world, selenite reaches out others' lives and is very useful for checking on progress made and for accessing the plan for the present life from the between life state. It pinpoints lessons and issues that are still being worked upon and shows how they can best be resolved. It can be used for scrying to see the future or to ascertain what has happened in the past. Psychologically, selenite assists judgment and insight. Mentally, it clears confusion and aids in seeing the deeper picture. It brings about a conscious understanding of what has been occurring at the subconscious level. This is a powerful disperser and stabilizer for erratic emotions. Well, maybe that's why I picked it up today. It's not that my emotions have been erratic. I'm just going stir crazy sitting in my house, and I feel kind of bound and tied to my thoughts of what I'm doing. So I grab this and I hold on to it and I heat it up and I send my good intentions into it and I ask for clarity of my mind. And it told me to come to the park today. I'm definitely going to be coming back now. Selenite aligns the spinal column and promotes flexibility. It guards against epileptic seizures. This stone neutralizes mercury poisoning from dental amalgam and reverses the effects of free radicals. It is an excellent crystal for breastfeeding and nurturing a child. Its finest healing occurs at the energetic level. So it says hold or place in or around the house. Selenite dissolves when wet. In addition to the generic properties, different colored selenites have specific properties. So there you go. That is in selenite. There's one other book. I don't know. I've been talking about synchronicities and numbers everywhere. I'm telling you. You talk about asking questions and then receiving an answer, whether it's on a billboard or not. No matter what you ask, you have to be open to the truth that lies in front of you, answering your own questions. But again, that is something that I've always done, is sometimes I just think of something, a question to ask, and I grab a book and I open and point. Have you guys ever done that? Let me see here. So, this is another book that I found that is very nice. It's called The Secret Language of Synchronicity. Deciphering the Words and Wisdom of Meaningful Coincidences by Jenna Moore Fuller. There is something in here I want to read to you guys real quick. I'm trying to keep this video short. I just wanted to open up so I could get an idea of what this would look like before I continue to make more videos like this. So there's something called personal intentional asking. It seems the best way to benefit from higher intelligence around us is to ask for it in our own way. We can strive to stay in the flow of life and receive its help that is always available. When we follow our intuition to personal ways of feeling good, then synchronicity occurs. The needed info for answers will appear. This will be the result whether we are looking for answers about simple things or matters more complex. Of course, the nature of the cosmos is to spontaneously respond when we are concentrating on a question, so we don't really need to formally ask. But we do need to question in one way or another to receive its answering words and be mentally receptive. A state of relaxed quiet without a state of negative thought seems to work best. So in other words, find a quiet place, sit still, and ask your question intently. Then just wait. Getting into this state will be different for each of us. Each person has their own way and bag of tricks for feeling calm and serene. We probably know these activities that relax us and gravitate to them from time to time. If not, a little thought about what we're doing during peaceful times will suffice. We can use these same things to put ourselves into conductive mood for deliberately asking, turning to activities to help us relax. It doesn't really matter what these activities are as long as they work for us. Maybe we meditate or daydream or look at nature. Do crafts, play music, read books. We might find physical exertion the most relaxing, walking, dancing, gardening, whatever. Anything really that puts us in the zone of good. Of course, we might also simply tell ourselves to relax, take a deep breath or two, and be there, whatever creates this physical calm. So there you go, guys. Those are just a couple things that I wanted to read for you. And also, I came out here, another thing that I love to do, and this is for helping the good people. It's also about releasing grief. It's about letting go of past hurts, accepting who we are, always. Some of the posts you guys have seen lately have been talking more about ascension and kundalini and all this stuff, and it hit after I had my awakening, which was landing myself in jail twice to realize that my soulmate, my twin flame, or whatever you want to call it, is real. And all these thoughts and everything I've done all of my life has built up to this moment. If it hadn't have been for what happened to me or to my other counterpart, none of this would be possible. I would have never come up with helping the good people. I would have never stopped to take responsibility for my actions, for myself, and also get back in touch with not only writing, but coloring and going to the park and being spontaneous and playing around with stones because it feels right, and doing readings on people because they ask me to. And just so you guys know, I do personal readings, especially if you're here in Tucson. You can hit me up anytime on Messenger. I have literally disconnected from Facebook and Instagram and everything else in hopes to get this started instead. I'm following my true path, and my children and I want to thank you guys because they are a big part in this helping the good people. Not only have I raised 3 beautiful children, I've never been married. I've been single since I lost my love of my life. And I have spent this whole time going, why is this happening? Why? And I'm seeing his name everywhere and these numbers, 22, 222. Well, that was a number that resonated with us. So any of this stuff that resonates with you guys, please feel free to let me know in your comments below, like and share. And again, thank you for following me. And I'm hoping to get this going with a solid YouTube channel. Right now, it's just on my Helping the Good People page, so stay tuned. One other thing I wanted to tell you guys, go get a coloring book. Color by numbers, it doesn't matter. That's what my kids and I love to do. We are starting a group for all the community and recovery and vets and homelessness and everything. We're going to start using our grief in art, music, writing, photography, coloring, making beads, and giving them back. My kids are the ones that brought this all up. I still jump on beds and go speed skating. Actually, I was going to go to skate country, and I decided I didn't have enough money for that one. But I came to the park, I'm relaxing, I'm going to do my thing, meditate, and be well. God bless you all. This is Amber Johnson.